Welcome back, everybody, to another Vivo production channel. So before we get started, if you're watching this video, I want you to subscribe to this channel. So we'll be able to have some versus battle discussions in the next few weeks. So we'll be able to have fun. I'll be able to express my opinions about this artist versus this artist and the reason why I chose this artist. So again, subscribe to this channel and welcome to another versus battle video. Yeah, so today we're gonna do a versus battle of 90s R&B artists. You know, there's so many great 90s male R&B artists. Yeah, last week I ended up doing a video with male group R&B artists, but today I'm gonna do solo 90s R&B artists. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that started. So who will be the first round? Bobby Brown versus Usher. Oh, that's an interesting battle. Well, and this is this is just based off their 90s work. You know, because Bobby Brown, he went way back. He been out way before Usher, since his New Edition days, he started in the 80s. Well, Usher started in the 90s, so this is only just for the 90s, for the 90s period. As far as the 90s, Bobby Brown had some good songs in the 90s. He had Humping Around, Good Enough, Something in Common, what he did with his wife at that time, Whitney Houston, who was late now, man, so rest in peace. Yeah, so Bobby Brown, he had a few good songs in the 90s, but I mean, it wasn't his 90s stuff wasn't as good as his 80s stuff. Like Don't Be Cruel album was definitely his best album. I mean, that album really had nothing but hits. So yeah, but as far as when he came out and did some more work in the 90s, it just wasn't as good as the like I said, the 80s stuff. Usher, on the other hand, Usher, a lot of people don't be thinking that his first album is the My Way album, which came out in 1997, but yeah, it's not. He had did an album before that. It just didn't do commercially successful. But speaking of My Way, I mean, to me, My Way is one of the best R&B albums of the 90s. I mean, L.A. Reid, Babyface, Jermaine Dupri had did a tremendous job doing the writing, production, arrangements on that whole album. I mean, you had that songs like You Make Me Wanna, Nice and Slow, which is my favorite Usher song, Bedtime, and what else? I Will. Yeah, sure. What else? And then he also did Slow Jams with Monica as well, which is a remake of the Slow by the group Midnight Star. Yeah, but Usher, I mean, that My Way album was definitely a top tier album. I mean, even to this day, I still listen to that album from time to time. I mean, to me, I know a lot of people like Confessions, which is he came out later on in the 2000s era, but to me, My Way is probably always be my favorite Usher album. So yeah, but I about to say, as far as the 90s between Bobby Brown and Usher, I'm gonna have to give it to Usher on this one. Yeah, even though but Bobby Brown was, when he went solo, he just he was big, but he just wasn't as big as Usher. I mean, after Usher came out with My Way, Usher just kept growing, which unlike Bobby Brown. I mean, I still love Bobby Brown, but he just wasn't as commercially successful as Usher was. So, but overall, I'm gonna give it to Usher on this one. But go ahead and move on with the next round. Let's see who's next on the Our 90s versus R&B battle list. Michael Jackson versus Prince. Funny how to think about this is Michael Jackson all day, every day, anytime on Sunday. I mean, we're talking about Michael. I mean, Michael had the Dangerous, Dangerous. I'm gonna say it again, Dangerous. What? Dangerous is the biggest selling New Jack Swing album of all time for a reason. I mean, Michael, Teddy Riley had did an amazing job with the songs on Dangerous. I mean, Dangerous had Remember the Time, Heal the World, Black or White, Who Is He, Will You Be There, Keep the Faith. I mean, there's no one that can make music like Michael. Michael is the greatest ever. I mean, and on top of that, you have History, which he came out with in 1995. Yeah, so History had You Not Alone, Earth Song, They Don't Care About Us, Stranger Mescal. The writing, production, arrangement of those songs are ahead of its time. I mean, there's no way. I mean that music is not gonna get no better than Michael. Prince is a good, talented, but we talk about Michael. I mean, Michael's the greatest to ever live. So this right here was too easy for me. I mean, if you look at my previous videos and see my Instagram and Facebook, which I will have under this video, y'all could click on the link. I mean, Michael's everywhere, and so it's always gonna be Michael Jackson, no matter who he go against. I'm always gonna pick Michael over anybody. So that was too easy. So moving on to the next one. Who will be the next person on the list? Babyface versus Brian McKnight. Yeah, that's a good battle. Yeah, that's a really good battle. So I can see why y'all want me to express my opinion on who I'll choose. So one thing about them, they both are very gifted musicians. They both could sing, could write, produce, and arrange a lot of their own songs. But at the same time, like Brian McKnight, such a great singer. He has some great songs like One Last Cry. He had Let It Snow featuring Boys to Men. And he had Down Low. I mean, Brian McKnight has some. He also had Anytime and Back at One, which are some great songs. But Babyface, on the other hand, Babyface not only had a lot of great songs, such as When Can I See You Again. He also had Never Keeping Secrets, and then Give You My Heart he did with Tony Braxton. And he also had what else other song Babyface had in the 90s? This Is For The Cool, and also Every Time I Close My Eyes. I mean, shoot, in addition to that, this man was writing hits for like almost damn near everybody you could think of in the 90s. I mean, from Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, En Vogue, TLC, we got Shantae Moore. He also wrote songs for Usher. Yeah, he wrote songs for Michael as well, and Mary J. Blige, Mariah. I mean, who else he wrote songs for? And basically everybody. I mean, anybody you could think of. Tevin Campbell, he wrote songs for him. I mean, yeah, he also wrote songs for Madonna. I mean, you look at Babyface's catalog. I mean, his catalog is just tremendous. This man had written over 100 R&B songs, which is more songs than any R&B legend that's out there, including R. Kelly. I mean, that man's songwriting skills are unbelievable. In addition to that, this man had ended up writing and producing and arranging the Soul Food soundtrack. And he also ended up writing, producing, and arranging the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack. I mean, as far as being the writer and the producer, yeah, but I mean, that man was on a whole new level. Brian McKnight was good too, but he wasn't doing as much as Babyface. So between those two, I'm definitely giving it to Babyface. I mean, yeah, to me, that's not even close. I mean, Brian McKnight is a good artist, but he's not messing with Babyface when it comes to the production and writing and arrangements of songs. I mean, Babyface was just unreal. I mean, very, very one of the most talented music artists that ever lived, indeed. So I'm definitely gonna move on with the next one. Who will be the next person on our list? Right, Johnny Gill versus Gerald Levert. Oh, that's another good battle as well. One thing I love, first I want to start, but I want to say, Gerald Levert, him passing away in 2006, man, his soul rest in peace. Great singer. I mean, I always feel like his voice was just tremendous. Johnny Gill, his voice was tremendous as well. Yeah, but as far as who I prefer between them two, let me start with Johnny Gill. I mean, of course, you all know that Johnny Gill had started with New Edition, and after Bobby Brown left, and then he started working with Babyface and L.A. Reid. Then they started doing his self-debut album. He had Rub You the Right Way and his biggest hit song, My, which is a great song. I mean, yeah, but never. And then he also has I'm Still Waiting, which is a good song as well. But as far as Gerald Levert, he started off with a group too, with the Levert, with his brother Sean, and I believe the other guy was their cousin, but I'm not 100% sure who the other guy was. But all I know is that he was a family member as well. And then Gerald Levert, he has some great songs he had Baby Hold On To Me that he did with his father Eddie Levert. He also had Baby I'm Ready, which is a great song, and he also had Mr. Too Damn Good. I like that one as well. And what else Gerald Levert had? Answering Service. He also had that one too. Yeah, but yeah, Gerald Levert. One thing a lot of people don't know about Gerald Levert, unlike Johnny Gill, and Gerald Levert was writing for people too. I mean, yeah, he was writing songs for Patti LaBelle and Barry White and those type of artists as well. And I also want to let y'all viewers know is that any of y'all know Barry White's song "Practice What You Preach." You know, Gerald Levert wrote that song, and you know, to me, that song right there, that's my favorite song by Barry White, and I love that one as well. But yeah, but Gerald Levert not only was he just a great singer, make great, good songs, but he also was great at writing and producing for other people as well. So I say, even though Johnny Gill never was someone who really wrote or produced for other people, yeah, I still feel like he's really good too. So I say between them two, dang, he just if we just going by their '90s work, I'd probably, maybe I might say Gerald Levert. Yeah, I'll just pick Gerald Levert over Johnny Gill on this one. Yeah, that's because the reason I choose Gerald Levert was, I feel like he has like a stronger vocal range than Johnny Gill, and I feel like he does a little bit. He contribute more into the music industry in the '90s than what Johnny Gill did, so that's why I have to choose him. But let me move on to the next one. All right, we got Tyrese versus Case. That's a good battle too. Yep. Well, let me start out by talking about Case. Case, he has some great songs. I mean, "Happily Ever After." That's definitely my favorite song by him. And then he did that song with off the Nutty Professor soundtrack, "Touch Me, Tease Me" with Foxy Brown, Major Blige, which is I love that song as well. And "I'm Missing You." Yeah, Case, he was definitely one artist that I wish who became big, because I feel like his like catalog was really good. As far as like Tyrese, Tyrese, great vocalist. He started out being in commercials and stuff. And remember that time he was on that Martin episode when it was all about Pam. She was trying to get something to a record label, and then she ended up discovering Tyrese and try to get him into the music industry. So yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite episodes of Martin. Yeah, but Tyrese, had like from the beginning, he just kept on coming with hits. "Sweet Lady." He also had "Lately," and he also had a song "What Am I Gonna Do" and "What You Like" that he did with the Brat. Yeah, Tyrese was just coming with some hits. Case was coming with some hits too, but Tyrese was just coming out with bigger and greater hits. So that's why. And Tyrese has a very great voice. That's one. I think like his singing is. I prefer him as a singer more than an actor. As a singer, yeah, he has a really great voice. Case's voice is great too, but I just feel like Tyrese's voice is greater. But as far as their '90s work, who I have to give it to between these two, I would say I'm gonna go with Tyrese. Yeah, Tyrese was just I just prefer, like, he has a better voice, and also music wise I prefer his music more. Yeah, so that's why I'm definitely gonna go ahead and go with him. Maxwell versus Joe. Oh, that's a decent battle as well. One thing, so I would say let me start off with Maxwell. Say the truth, I was never big a fan of Maxwell. Yeah, I know a lot of '90s people love Maxwell, but I just want one of them. The only songs that I liked that Maxwell did was "Something Something" and "Till the Cops Come Knocking." That's the only two songs I liked that he did. But other than that, like like all that other stuff he was doing, like, I really wasn't a big fan of that. Joe, on the other hand, Joe had some hits. He had "All I Do," "The Things That Your Man Won't Do," "Don't Want to Be a Player No More," "Love Scene." He also had what else Joe had? Oh yeah, he also did a song with Faded Pictures with Case. And then later on he started doing stuff like "I Wanna Know." Even though "I Wanna Know" came out in 2000, but I still consider it in the '90s type. Joe had some. Yeah, Joe just kept coming on. And he also had "More and More," which is a song I really like. And also, what other songs Joe had? Oh yeah, "All the Things Your Man Won't Do." I mean, yeah, Joe is having some hits. I mean, yeah, I always did love his music. And then I still, even to this day, I still do. So that's why I said between them two, yeah, I said that's easy for me. I'm going with Joe on that one, cause yeah, I'm always was a fan of Joe. And unlike I wasn't all that fan of Maxwell, so yeah, I'm definitely going with Joe on this one. Yeah, but that is it. So for all of you who had watched the video, I want you to subscribe, like, and comment. Express your opinions about what you prefer and why you prefer this artist over that one. So yeah, I want to thank y'all for tuning in tonight for another Our90s versus battle. We're definitely gonna come out with another one real soon, so be on the lookout. I hope you all have a great night. See y'all soon.